checking out crazy natural disasters caught on camera, like boulders, tornadoes, and even tsunamis. Let's get into today's video. First, we got this crazy tornado that was caught on camera that was absolutely obliterating a whole town that was emptied out. But this one person decided to stay in their home. They decided to record the whole thing as everything was breaking, glass shattering. Look at this. Everyone was told to evacuate, but they stayed in their house. That is crazy. This one's a little wild because this is a storm and that's a car that got stuck on, I don't even know. It's just floating. How does this even happen? I don't know, but it did. That's nuts. So at first glance, you're like, okay, this has to be a filter, right? It's not. This is actually bioluminescent algae that anytime you hit the ground or touch the ground, it radiates this blue. This algae does this for some reason, and we aren't really sure why, but it's actually insane. Anytime a lot of pressure is used or something like waves crashing, the algae just radiates blue. And if you're inside the water and you're making waves, then of course you are also radiating blue. Honestly, absolutely mind-blowing and one of the most beautiful things that you could possibly see in nature. I wish I could swim in water like this because it's so freaking beautiful. Actually insane. Imagine you're at a baseball game and you see this behind all these people and they have no idea this is going on. That is absolutely terrifying, just gonna say. This is a tsunami that clearly is happening right, like they don't even notice, but here comes a large wave and boom, the water just smashed into these docks. This is sort of a tornado that is, well, high pressured winds and this swing is swinging. And honestly, it's pretty freaking scary. I live in Florida, so I've seen hurricanes, but this is absolutely insane. These winds are moving at least 50 to 100 miles an hour. And that swing is holding strong, dudes. This is Cape Town weather. And as you guys can see, that's a lot of, okay, that definitely looks like whipped cream. It's not whipped cream though, I promise, but that looks crazy. School dismissal hits different at 30 below, so negative 30 degrees. What is that? You're going into like a freezer. Oh my God, the door's frozen. Speaking of frozen, this is snow off of someone's roof. What? Look at this. You've got to move it in chunks. What is that? How do they? Okay, this is someone's house. There's no way this is real, right? How? I live in Miami, Florida. I've never done this in my life, and that seems miserable. I'm gonna be honest. No, thank you. I don't know about you guys, but I get super seasick, and I think anybody would being on a ship like this. This thing is taking these waves hard. Look at this. Like, these ships are really close together to it, looks like. Like, what if the wave just hits it straight into the other ship? That just seems like a ship I do not want to ever be on. Speaking of water, this is a rainstorm that was caught on camera that I don't think anyone would ever want to be a part of. This is just rain. This looks like waves like coming out of the sky. That is no, thank you. Nope. Speaking of waves, this is a car that's currently surfing down the road in a residential neighborhood. And well, let's just say this person's Prius did not live to survive the tale. Bye-bye. First, we get noodles. Then we get a pot to boil water and put those noodles in. You're probably wondering, Garrett, isn't this a weather video? Well, those were hot noodles. Well, after a few seconds, they're cold noodles. It's so cold, it froze the noodles. What? I don't want to live here. No thanks. I like my noodles hot, but I don't like my noodles flying, and those are not noodles. I'm not sure what this is, but it looks like a dust tornado that's just ravaging this town, which does not look fun. At first, I thought these were cows. They're not cows. Imagine stepping outside your house and there's like golf balls falling from the sky, just destroying your car. This is hail that is super damaging. Man, I can't imagine having my car beaten up by golf ball sized ice balls. That sucks. I feel like there's gotta be a better way to defrost your car than hitting it with a hammer. Now, listen, I'm not an expert of snow, but I really feel like this is a bad idea. Is this what people do when their car's frozen? Beat it with a hammer? This doesn't make sense to me or at all. This is a windmill that looks like it's working overtime because, well, it's a really bad storm. What just happened to that windmill? Speaking of wind, imagine driving this box truck down the highway and the wind is just moving the truck. Luckily, it was able to survive and no one was hurt, but dudes, these clips are actually mind-blowing that they were caught on camera. As you can see, it's just the craziest of craziest things happening. Cars moving because of the wind and the rain. We've got windmills being destroyed, and of course, cars being moved by water. I would not want to be in these situations, and it's actually crazy how powerful nature really is. Think about it. Nature could just wipe us away at any moment, like this truck being wiped away by the wind. Speaking of wiping us away, this building is literally moving because of the wind. Or this building that one of the windows got knocked out and everything's flying out. Or of course, the crazy amount of wind pressure that it takes to make this thing rotate infinitely like this. Or of course, this guy that got incredibly lucky and didn't get hit by a single thing because of that pole saving him. Or of course, this clip where the tree falls just right after the car passes by. But then we have really cool clips like this one that's sort of like a desert sandstorm that like is just in the middle of nowhere, and this guy's just on his bike vlogging it. That's pretty freaking cool. It's not hurting anybody. No damage being done to property. It's just doing its own thing. A quick little sandstorm that is freaking massive, by the way. That's a helicopter. There's a fire. There's a tractor. Is that a fire tornado? No, thank you. What the heck was that? Oh, a lightning strike on a freaking electrical grid. Oh, that's crazy. What? That legit just happened before my eyes. Oh, what is this? Heavy winds with dangerous weather, sending all of this like packing equipment flying. All this is styrofoam that was going to be used inside of this building, and I guess the heavy winds just sent everything flying. I hope that person had insurance. Like, I hope all this building material has insurance. That's scary stuff. Man, that's crazy. So this one's really sad, but also awkwardly beautiful. This is lava going through a neighborhood. Now, Mother Nature is always gonna do what Mother Nature does. And what's crazy about Mother Nature is that Mother Nature does not care about humans. As you guys can see, this lava is flowing and nothing is gonna stop it from flowing. Not even this pool. Of course, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new one. Bye, dudes.